Well, all right, yellow, y'all. How y'all doing today? So, welcome back to Love 24 Hours here, where we view some things together that will raise our consciousness, raise awareness, and just add a little bit, add a little bit of enlightenment to our lives. Yes. Okay, so let's jump into the shout outs, shall we? So, shout out to First Last. I appreciate it. Thank you. Keep raising the vibes. You keep raising the vibes. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Fishbowl Media. I'm not sure if I shouted you out already, but if I do shout you out more than once, then that particular day where you hear me shout you out, like for the second or third time, you might want to play the lottery or something. I don't know. Just passing off some good, vibes there. You never know. Okay. Shout out to I think it's Elaine. Elaine, the Dream. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I like the lipstick on the. I like that color that you got there. Okay. And let's see here. Oh, shout out to you, Aquarius King. Thank you. I appreciate it. I most definitely appreciate it, especially when it comes to the ancestors, big dog. For real, for real. So yes, shout out to Sid. Uh, I think that's the mechanic. I think that's okay. Yeah, but shout out to you. Thank you, Nikki Williams or Nika. I think it might be Nika. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've seen you blowing up like all the comment section, like every video. I most definitely appreciate that. Like I love the enthusiasm. I love the vibrations. I love that you love it here. You know what I mean? So let me see who else we got. We got Raven Maven. I think that's that's what that is. Raven, I be really laughing at myself when I be trying to read, bro. Maybe I need to practice. Maybe I need to practice. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, shout out to you, Sergeant Silva. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, shout out to you, Lay 36. And anytime you leave like a long comment, oh, don't even worry about it. Like feedback, long comments, I dig it. I dig all of that, and I do try my best to take my time and read it. And I loved your message, but it's not just about like the love you're showing me. It's like because when you show me love, you show yourself love. Like for real, for real. That's returned right back to you. And I'm grateful that I can help all of you guys, anybody that's listening. So I adore your message. And it's not that long. You listen. You just it's a lot of messages you guys don't get to see. And trust me, this is not long compared to a lot that I've seen. Trust me. But it was beautiful, and I'm glad I could be here for you, and I appreciate you letting me know. So thank you for that. Oh, and 36 that adds up to 9. So that's dope. That's dope, Lele. Okay, okay. And then last shout out goes to Hood Love Oneness. I see you sharing these videos, big dog. Thank you, bro. I see you, bro. But yeah, but I appreciate all of you guys. It's nothing but love, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love here. And so let's just get into this video, okay?
Okay, part two of the doctor who healed an entire ward of mentally ill criminals without ever actually seeing a patient. Hey guys, I'm Michael, and if you're into all things mystical and light, then you've come to the right place. Okay, so one of the people who opened up Dr. Hugh Len to the Ho'oponopono method is a woman named Morna, and it's said that her prayer has the power to heal hundreds, if not thousands of people. It was actually in November 1982 when Dr. Hewlin went to one of Morna's healing workshops. He actually went like 3 times because the first couple times he thought she was just crazy, so he left. And then he went back to do one of her workshops again because there was just something about it that felt heart-centered. But from the workshops, Dr. Len ended up experiencing the healing effects of the prayer personally and on a very big scale that ended up changing the course of his life. Both Morna and Dr. Len's practice is based on the idea that, and I'm going to quote this, by asking for forgiveness, we cleared the path for healing to manifest. What was blocking our well-being was nothing more than lack of love. Forgiveness opened the door to allow it back in. So whenever a problem presents itself, whether physical, emotional, mental, whatever it is, you stop and say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. Using forgiveness to open the door and then releasing it back to the divine to clear and reprogram back to light. So this is word for word Morna's prayer. It's really cool. It's divine creator, father, mother, son as one. If I, my family, relatives, and ancestors have offended you, your family, relatives, and ancestors, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions from the beginning of our creation to the present, we ask your forgiveness. Let this cleanse, purify, release, cut all the negative memories, blocks, energies, and vibrations, and transmute these unwanted energies to pure light. And it is done. This prayer and the whole Ho'oponopono process is really fascinating because there's not just spiritual aspects to it. They also break down the psychology of it, of how it connects to all different parts of ourselves internally in psychology and opens up to healing for that kind of stuff too. It's really fascinating. If you want to learn more about it, there's plenty of videos on YouTube where you can actually watch Dr. Len's sharing some of his teachings, but he also has inner child meditation work on there. And this book, Zero Limits, is co-authored by him and breaks down his process, and you can see all the diagrams and stuff. It's fascinating.
I let go of any energy that is keeping me stuck. I allow high levels of focus, determination, and luck. I achieve, I believe, and I receive. The universe continually blesses me.
You're taking everything too personally because of past trauma. You're not a museum. Leave the past in the past. If it's hysterical, it's historical.
Yo, I love this one. I love this one. Like, this one right here is gonna be stuck in my mainframe. It's gonna be stuck in the database. Like, I need a friend like this. I really need a friend like this. Like, that was dope. That was dope. That was dope. I appreciate him giving the message in the way that he did.
I used to hide my spirituality, surrounded by intelligent, left-brain, analytical humans at Yale and Harvard, then in finance and tech. I was a closeted spiritual person. I wanted to be taken seriously in my circles, so I stayed closeted. I kept things intellectual, global news, investment opportunities, philosophical debates. As much as my mind enjoys intellectual stimulation, my body craved expansive experiences, my heart desired passion, and my soul craved magic. But I was tired of defending my non-scientifically proven perspective, the miracles I saw and lived, the knowing of a wisdom beyond quantitative data, the faith and trust in a mystery that felt more true in my bones than the reality I experienced through my five senses. I lived between worlds, the world of money, success, entrepreneurship, and the world of spirit, magic, and miracles. Two worlds I walk in daily, two worlds I now bridge in service to both worlds. I am carrying the torch of a new paradigm, a new consciousness, a new way of doing business that honors both worlds. This is the beginning of my coming out of the spiritual closet.
So yeah, like with this one, it really hit home for me because I remember like the first time when I decided to like tell my peoples that I was going down a different road. Like, they were like, what? Like, they got questions. They had questions. And the first question was like, you ain't rushing and like say nothing, is you? I'm like, no, man. Like, what? Why is that the first question? But it's like, as time went on, because it's like, they know me, they know my heart, like, they know my personality. So it's like, okay, you good. Like, we just want to step down. But you'll be surprised, though. Like, don't hide it. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide it. Like, even if you're confused, because people start to ask you questions about your beliefs and stuff like that, and some of those questions you can't answer because you're still figuring things out. But at the end of the day, they can't really answer many questions. They can regurgitate what they were taught. They can kind of tell you what they think something may have meant because it was taught to them a certain way, right? And so so it's like, you really don't have to, like, in other words, they can't judge you because they don't really know either. And it's nothing to argue about either. Like, it's nothing to debate about. It's nothing to go back and forth about because you can't prove it. Like, you can't prove it. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's the point? Just let me do me, you know? And as long as I ain't hurt nobody, then we can kick it. You feel me? So yeah, on to the next one.
This affirmation will raise your vibration permanently. You cannot go back after you've said these affirmations. I am shifting into my highest timeline of freedom and abundance. I focus on what's going right for me. I feel incredible. I am the highest version of myself right now. Comment with yes to claim this as done.
Straight moon in the 10th house energy here. I just want to live in a world where we help each other because we can, because we love each other, because we know that we're all connected. I know in my soul that we are all literally one being, individually expressing it in our own unique, wonderful ways. And I'm putting it out there into the universe, and I hope that others see this and maybe resonate with this. If you do, comment. And I want to put love into this world. We all deserve it. I want the financial gatekeeping to stop. I just saw a guy mow some dude's lawn for free because that's just what he does. And it resonated so much in my heart. I realized, wow, that's the world I want to live in. Where we help each other because we love each other.
I'm not going to tell you again. You belong here. Okay? You belong here. Whether you are a spectator in the spiritual realm or you are a practitioner, beginner, expert, does not matter. I don't know who is telling you that you don't belong here or that you don't have space here. I don't know why some of you don't feel the need to say. If you are asked, like, oh, you're a spiritual person. Oh, no, not, like, I just learn. Yes, the answer is yes, I am a spiritual person. Yes, this is how deep I am into this journey. What about you? Stop denying yourself your seat, because your seat is there. Sit down, get comfortable. Buckle up. The journey is here. We are here.
So this one kind of ties into the other clip that's on here. But I decided to still add it in there because it was still a slight bit different. Yeah, I've pretty much made peace with the fact that I've chose to come here and I chose to do a particular job, and which is why the channel's here. Yay. So I've made peace with that. I chose to come here to help y'all, and it's y'all help me as well, so it's not one-sided. I don't want to ever, I'm humble, I'm forever humble, so it's nothing like that. Like, I ain't doing nobody necessarily like no favors. Like I said, it was my choice. I really believe that was my free will, and I decided to come here and help because I'm such a big-hearted individual. But I think this might be my last round. I feel like I've lived for multiple lifetimes, and yeah, I think I'm gonna once this one is said and done, I think I'm going to be more leadership role in the higher realms, and leave it to some of the other people that will graduate and just take people's place like myself. Yeah. Not that I don't love y'all. I love y'all. Woo, I love y'all. I love everybody. Love everybody. Yeah. Let's just go to the next.
You're right, there is a firmament. The thing that you have wrong about it is that it's made of glass. The firmament's not made of glass. The reason we can't go through the firmament is because it's a different vibrational field. That is to say, the same vibrational fields that hold my body together or my hand together, instead of it flying off into a million billion different molecules and atoms, is the frequency of this place we live in. I mean, look at any audio frequency test. Put sand on a speaker, give it different frequencies. What happens? They take shape, they take form.
So yeah, that just gave me, this created more questions. I need to know more. Like, I mean, it makes sense. It most definitely makes sense. But okay, so if you go and you do research and you find some more stuff out about this, please let me know. Please let me know. And if I do, of course I'll come here and give us an update. But I'm extremely curious. And yes, I'm seeking help here. Y'all ain't gonna make me do all the work now. You ain't gonna make me do all the work. But yeah, let's I I don't know. That just created I got 5 questions. But yeah. Okay.
We live in Help War 27. Conspiracy theories only exist because the elites actually exist. If you think about a restaurant, there's the front of the house and the back of the house, and the back of the house is the part we don't see. The front is the part that everyone sees. And just like coding, there's the front end and the back end. Just like on TikTok, we all see the front end, but there's a back end that we all don't see. And the amount of people in the back end that have information about the operation relative to the people in the front end is, quite frankly, if you've ever seen the back end of some operations, it's just insane, and you can't really get your brain to think in a different way. And there's also hierarchies within the information in the back end, where a meeting of, let's say, for example, 5 people can quite literally dictate not only the operation in the back end, which will also dictate how people perceive it from a front end perspective. You can actually look at certain events, and this goes pretty much to a whole bunch of aspects of society, where 5 people can quite literally affect the beliefs of 50 million people, and I've seen it.
Now they are convinced that a human being is not just free on his own, but has to go out and earn money so that he can buy freedom. And now they have their purpose in life. Look at them. They're happy, you see? They want to work and to earn, but most importantly, to spend on all their sin. It gives them a high, realizing how they can go out and buy justification for any kind of shit. And we have a price for any kind of filth. It's even got that. Yes, it's got everything and more. One thing, though, I don't understand is why did you come? All of your cheers and chants, subliminal messages, incognitos, all your prophetic perplexities, riddles, and alchemic symbols, we tried all a person can try long ago. And long before you ever did, we discovered this formula. Ready, miracle, mystery, and authority. And you use this exact formula, don't you? Me?
Here they come with his mama. I done told him don't bring his mama back to my house. I'm glad I saged everything yesterday. She better not come in here saying nothing about how I got stuff arranged in my house. Please let this sage work. Look at her. Can't even get up on the porch, and it's working. I told you don't bring your mammy over here. Go on, pick her up. Get on up. I should have waited. Help me up, Roy. Told you don't bring me over this girl's house. Here come your brother. Tell your brother to help him. I tried to warn y'all. Both of y'all need to get her other arm. Pick her up from behind. All right. Hopefully she can make it in this go round. I'm telling you, this stuff's strong. Go on. It worked. Y'all come on in. Take her plate. Go on back out there and wait in the car for him. Call me next time.
All right, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna end that thing on a funny note. That was cute though. That stage don't play, it really don't. So yeah, but that's the end of the compilation. And yeah, and so thank you, and I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me today. And those who would like to stick around for another bonus reading, I have that coming up for you now here. So yeah, so I really didn't want to cross over, right? And do this. Like, I really wanted to keep this separate, but my higher self was like, it's not about you. It's about the people. So yeah, but I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm not saying that I'm gonna have this bonus content on at the end of every video. I might not. I don't know. We're just gonna go with the flow. So excuse me. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the flow. And so far, the cards that have decided to jump out were the Magician, the Tower, and the Judgment card. Now, the Tower and the Magician came out earlier today when I did a reading. I did like a pick-a-power reading for the collective. And on one of the piles, the Tower and the Magician came up. So, I don't know. Maybe it's might be just in the air. It might just be the times. Because, I mean, if you can't tell already from like the compilations and the other videos, like, people are going through it. Like, it's that season, I guess you might as well say. And I mean, honestly, let's just be honest. Like, it's about time those things have to fall apart for other things to come together. You have to get rid of this old stuff to bring in the new, and that's it's pretty much the energy. Like, we really have to get rid of all this old stuff, and sometimes we're not willing to do so until it falls apart. Like, you ever had something that was just old and you just kept you kept using it, you wouldn't get rid of it until it just completely stopped, like, and you been knew that you should have got rid of it. It's kind of coming, like, let me see. Okay, so we also have the Wheel of Fortune here. We have the Wheel of Fortune that came out, so there is completion at the end of all of this. It's everything's gonna feel like it's just falling apart, but only to, be replaced though. Everything's gonna be replaced by something better. And when it comes down to like the judgment, you're gonna have, like, it's gonna be a sense of forgiveness. Like, it's not gonna be so hard for you, maybe at first, but once you step outside of the energy and you start to realize why it's happening and that it's happening for your highest good, then you're gonna be cool. You can be like, okay, yep, I got this. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. I see maybe some sadness. Like, it may be something you just don't want to let go of. And it's like that. It be like that though, don't it? Like, you be like, man, you ever had your moment and you you may even cry and you just like, why? You just like, I'm done. I don't want part of the simulation. I don't want part of this game no more. I'm over it. I don't know why I decided to come here. Like, I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I just can't do this. I'm just ready. Lights out. I'm done. Like, everything is no. I'm so I'm not with it. But Ten of Cups, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Even if you have a moment, don't worry about it. As long as you don't build a home there, as long as you don't get too comfortable with being in that sadness, because, like, I think that's where a lot of people get the misunderstanding when we say, like, love and light, or, stay positive. That doesn't mean 24/7. I don't particularly feel like that's practical. You know what I mean? Because let's say that this world does turn into a utopia. Let's say that this turns into the perfect place. You're still gonna you can be in the house that you manifested, the car you manifested, the children, the spouse, everything's going great. Your life is perfect. You walk outside, you step on something, it hurts your foot, whatever. I'm just saying, not everything is going to be perfect. You're going to have times where, and even if you can't heal yourself, you still may stub your toe. Like, things happen. It's not going to just be pain free all of the time. So that's not like, it's just not, it's not realistic. You know what I mean? So it's going to be certain things that are going to happen regardless of things, like, because a lot of us are waiting for change, but a lot of us, like, we don't understand that we have to also be changed, though. You know what I mean? Because if we don't change, no matter what the world ends up being like, we're still going to look at things from a negative perspective. So just keep that in mind. And then you have your Two of Swords. Okay. So you have your Two of Swords. So you may have someone that can come in and help you fight this battle. Like, you may have somebody that reach out to you. Like, if you're one of those people that have a hard time asking for help, and you may be in a position where you need to ask for it, but I'm getting like, the universe is like, you know what, they're not gonna ask. So we're gonna send you somebody. Sometimes when you pray or you ask for something, you're given the opportunity to fulfill that particular desire yourself. So sometimes you have to also keep that in mind. And you're like, you know what, sometimes you can't win the lottery if you don't buy a lottery ticket, is all I'm saying. Okay, so let's pull just a couple more here. And we have the Five of Cups that also came out earlier. It's a lot of, like, sadness, but it's also some change that's coming. And then you have the Fool that came out early. What is going on? The Father of Cups. Okay. And so you, like, I don't know, so it's like you have this diplomatic, like, vibe, or where you may carry yourself, and you may be, I'm feeling like you're very independent for the most part. Like, I'm not asking nobody for nothing, and you kind of you tuck away your feelings. Like, nobody will really know unless they truly deeply know you. Nobody will truly know that you're suffering on the inside. But you may need to take that leap of faith though, and confide in somebody and just talk to somebody, Like you may have to do that. Like you may have to do that. And then you have Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning, especially when it comes down to emotionally, mentally. And then you have Two of Wands. Okay, so it's like you're moving in the right direction with that. And you have the Son of Swords that also came out yesterday. So, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it there. So yeah. So as far as like that Son of Swords, like the energy is gonna move fast. Like whichever, like, and that's gonna be lately. You're gonna see that a lot here in the coming days. Like no matter what you're manifesting, it's gonna be coming in pretty quickly. Like things are gonna be going up and down, in and out, and it's gonna be moving a lot more quicker, a lot more swifter than you think. And I don't know if you've noticed in that, but it's like just like some of the videos said, like time seems to be on its own, doing its own thing right now. Time seems to be quite different and moving different, and things have been going a little differently. Because if you're here, you most definitely have noticed that. Like, and if you haven't really truly noticed, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just letting you know, like, things are changing, and they're changing fast. So this is the time. Like, this is the time to get in the right energy and really shape things to the way you would like for them to be. But it's not like you have to keep learning it and keep trying to like figure it out, because I don't want you to force information on yourself. Like, don't force this, like, okay, how do I heal my root chakra? How do I heal my heart chakra? How do I heal my solar plexus? How do I it's like, take your time. Take your time. Master like something first. Like, just take your time and work on one thing at a time. Like, it's still no rush though, because you shape your reality. You shape your reality. Like me, I'm probably just a part of your imagination, and I just needed to hear what you were already. I need to tell you. My man. Yeah, I needed to tell you something that you were already telling yourself that you needed to hear, and so it's like you're doing this. You have more control than you think you have, but at the same time, it's not about control, if that makes sense. Like, go with the flow. Pay attention to what you need to pay attention to, but don't spread yourself out too thin, okay? And so that is all for today. I wish you the very, very best. And I really thank you if you made it this far, of course. I appreciate you. I love you all, because I have no reason not to. And until the next episode.